So everyone has heard of Google, you know, the big company that owns the second most visited website. Well, not many people know that they actually have a secret hiring process only sent out to a handful of people every year. I was lucky enough to get an invitation, and I was massively underprepared. And this is my story. Google is known as one of those companies that every tech wants to work at. It's also known for giving out weird and impossible interview questions. They're also one of the most competitive companies to apply for. The company claims not to care about degrees and university, but also on every job application that they put out, it says that you need at least a BSc in computer science or a related field. So this is where the secret interview process comes in. I remember it first happened to my friend in secondary school. He was in another class, so I only heard stories, but this is approximately what happened. He searched something computer science related, because it was a computer science class, into Google, and the webpage turned weird, like you were getting hacked. At least that's what he thought. Hence, you do the natural thing and you leave the page and quit. But he later then regretted it, as he found out that it was Google's secret hiring process. It later happened to me when I was in sixth form, finishing up first year. The same question popped up when I did a computer sciencey search. The question was, you are speaking our language. Up for a challenge? Of course I clicked yes, I was intrigued. Who wouldn't, other than my donut friend? It logged me into a website which had a Linux terminal, and I had a look around, navigated around, and I found a help sheet. The help sheet told me everything that I needed to know. Things like how to access questions, request challenges, and submit files. Once you submit a file, it does a check, runs through your code, and it basically says whether you've passed or failed. And it also says whether you've passed or failed certain test cases. And it's not as easy as just submitting a plain old solution, such as brute force. You need to optimize it so that it doesn't run out of time. I requested my first challenge, and it was doable. I think I did it in around an hour. So I figured if I could do the first one somewhat speedily, considering they'd given me a day to do it, I figured it couldn't be that bad, could it? Boy, was I wrong. Every single challenge got progressively more and more difficult. Level 1 had 1 challenge, level 2 had 2, level 3 had 3, level 4 had 2, and then level 5 had 1. So it went up and then it went back down. Each level got given more and more time to solve the challenge. For example, level 1 had around one day, and then level 5 had an entire month, so you can imagine how difficult these challenges were. At the time I was in sixth form, so I had a solid understanding of data structures, graphs, and other theories that you'd need to solve challenges like this. And considering that I was in sixth form and it was a rare opportunity, I figured I'd only get up to challenge 2, maybe challenge 3. I ended up getting to challenge 4, the second half of challenge 4 at least, and then I couldn't solve the challenge because I was incapable back then. After passing level 3, you end up getting 2 referral codes, and you also end up getting a option to get contacted by Google. And for me, after around a month, I got contacted by someone at Google. And considering that at the time I was only at sixth form, it meant that they couldn't really do much with me because I wasn't looking for a job. I was at sixth form, so they gave me the opportunity to join the apprenticeship program. I, being the donut that I am, decided to go to university instead. And that is a story for another day. Well, that is my Google secret hiring process story. If you found that interesting, drop me a subscribe, and I look forward to meeting you in the next video.